So today is Secret Garden Day. I've been doing a lot of painting and coloring lately, but with the arrival of Magical Jungle, my schedule is a bit, well, I find it hard to follow my schedule. And I feel I really need to do some work on this secret garden because it isn't finished yet and it is going to take a while before it is finished. I hope you still like coloring along with me. Look at this. I am using Payne's Grey. Payne's Grey from Polychromos. And at this stage of the drawing, it becomes more and more important to use a sharp point on your pencils, but maintain the light touch. I am now just creating a little bit of contrast for these green leaves here in the forefront. Now, as you can see, there is a sharp line over here and over here as well. So I'll try to smooth things out a little bit more. It is early August right now, and our garden has matured. And this morning I was having breakfast in the garden. I'm using Bruinzeel brown ochre right now. And while having breakfast in the garden, I noticed that there is a smell of autumn in the air. Last night we had a rainstorm and the garden was still a bit moist, and you could smell autumn. I like that smell, but it also indicates that that autumn is eventually coming. I do like the changing of seasons. but I love sunshine. And in late autumn, and well, we do have it all over the year. Sometimes we have these periods of intense clouds, intense cloudy days. And if it is only one day, I'm alright with it. But if the clouds stay for days and days, then sometimes it feels like my biological clock is losing its way. So I will really appreciate the sun when it is shining. I've started painting. If you follow me on Instagram, you can see that. Watercolor painting. I really like that. And I started my third project yesterday. But it is a difficult one. I'm trying to paint some flowers. And just like I find flowers difficult with colored pencils, I also find it extremely difficult with watercolor paint. And I'm making exactly the same mistakes. That is really interesting to see. So I need to learn. Practice, practice, practice. I am now switching from the Bruinzeel brown ochre to the Polychromos brown ochre. They are almost identical, but this Polychromos brown ochre is a little bit cooler, a little bit less orange. And again, I sharpened it before using. If you want to know which pencil sharpeners I use, I recently made a video about my pencil sharpeners. I need to fix that butterfly, but I still don't know what to do with it. It is a greenish blue color right now, but that is definitely not the right color. But I will leave that for a while. I think when this page is almost finished, then it will become clear what color this butterfly should have. I actually like this phase of the drawing because now it is all coming together. Oh, I'm picking the wrong brown ochre. I was doing this one. Let's continue with this one. If you are coloring a page and you come to that point where you don't know how to proceed, then it can help to just take a picture of your drawing and that looking at the picture allows you to look at your drawing in a new, fresh way, and many times it will help you to determine how to proceed. So while recording these videos, I sometimes watch the screen of my phone that I'm using for recording, and then I can see if I like the way things are going. I know there are artists who use a mirror or binoculars to take a fresh look at their painting and see if things are in balance. A while ago I decided to give these flowers a little bit more color, and I already did this one. So let's do the other one too, and I'm using magenta. Just a light touch. And I think you can see that in this flower there is a little bit of purple as well. Maybe I showed it already, I don't know, I can't remember. But and let's add a light touch of mauve. Mauve is like a dark purple. And I'm giving this flower a little bit of magenta first. And then a little bit of mauve. So let's take a step back and see where things are going. And we are definitely going somewhere. I will now use the Bruinzeel brown ochre first to add a little bit of color over here. Now this butterfly is still white. So I think this butterfly will determine the color of the other as well. But I don't know yet. It's a surprise. So I am recording this video in 2 separate sessions because sometimes duty calls. And I really needed to do some ironing. The area close to the middle of the book is always the most difficult part. I am still using this pencil, brown ochre. Oh dear, you almost brown ochre. The little tripod that I'm using for these recordings is wearing down. It has 3 legs, and one of them, they are bendable, so you can bend them in all sorts of directions, but one of them is losing its strength, so it tips over. So I think I should go look for a new one. So we are getting closer and closer to the end result, but it is going to take some time. I believe this is the 30th, 31st episode. And well, many more will follow. Because the magical jungle has arrived, I have less time to do like homework for this particular page. So that will result into more videos, because I will record more of the process. Let's add a little bit of Payne's Grey. Let's see what happens if we do that here. I will now use a color called dark orange to add a little bit of warmth to some of the areas here. I did some testing and I think this dark orange by Bruinzeel is the best choice for now. This area is a bit tricky, so I keep my touch very light, and that allows me to change things if necessary. It makes it easier to erase or to add more colors. So this is it so far. I hope you enjoyed this one, and next time we will continue. Bye bye.